I have been posting a few of my thoughts as continuing my saga of Indian economic development over the past, I think, 3 months. And, I have found it a very interesting travel. I don't know how others have felt it. But, it's very encouraging to note that at least a few persons are able to follow it up. And I thank them for that. And it's also my excitement builds up because of the reason that there are so many facts which I have explained, which are coming through, which are coming true, and I'm able to find that many of these sources which come after my talks are not contradicting mine, but they are able to blend with mine. So I'm very proud of the fact that I am talking sense and not nonsense. But today, I'm excited to go to a next stage of how India now today is not a developing economy, but it is a developed economy. Because of the reason that India is now recognized as the fifth largest economy in the world. How does it work out? That means we have reached a threshold of development. A lot of nonsense takes place of many very intellectuals talking about Hindu growth of rate, Christian growth of rate, negative growth of rate, GDP. Yeah, let us not get into all those aspects because I'm not very eager to go into contradictions. I'm looking at the whole picture as India. Yesterday, by the digressing, yesterday I heard the news that near Gurugram in Haryana, the flats are being sold at 7 crores. And today, I understand that there are news in the news that there are the flats which are sold out are above 7 crores. And in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Delhi, and NCR, there are no flats available to the excess beyond the 7 crores. People are willing to pay 10 crores. If that is the picture, yes, there have-nots are there, the haves are there, but we must take it as a wholesome picture instead of identifying only pockets. So there is some momentum in the economy which you are looking at. It is not stagnant. It is not that we are just meandering to find our way through. No, there is a focus, there is an objective, there is a realization, and there is an understanding that so much of work is going on. You are looking at 8 lakh crores of investment in India over the future years. You are looking at linking Surat with Chennai, and you are going to travel within 16 hours. Something mind-boggling, and with an expressway going, something which we have never looked at except in Germany, the autobahns, or in the US where you have the expressways. London, Britain is one short space between Chennai and Kanyakumari. That's how I view Britain is not a place where you can look at, expressways. You look at Germany, you look at US, where the expressways are beautiful, and that is what we are going in ahead. So what I'm focusing now today is that India has joined up with Brazil, Russia, China, and South Africa from 2010 to form the BRICS Association. What is the BRICS? It is based out of Shanghai, and all these information available in the Google. I need not give all those thought processes, but there, it is based out of Shanghai. And BRICS is a group of companies that are working together to focus on the fact how they can bring their economies together, have a common platform of operations, a common platform for dealing in currency or in exchange of goods. They are working towards it. It is only I would say, 12-year-old thought process, but it has substantially improved and it has strengthened over the years because of two major factors. One, Saudi Arabia is now looking at has made an application to join BRICS. And the Saudis, they are the largest exporter oil. They are the guys who control the oil market. The US may like it or not, they control the oil market. If they reduce their oil production, everybody starts, screaming their head off. And if they increase their one barrel by 30 cents, they scream murder. So, you must accept the fact that Saudis have the world economy on their toes based on their oil production. So when that country is willing to join up with countries like Russia and India, it goes to show the strength of BRICS. And not only that, one more factor is very important is that 80% of the gross GDP, I would say, of the world consists of these countries in East Asia. And if you look at the largest three countries now are Russia, India, and China. And with Brazil throwing weight behind it, you are looking at a GDP which is going to, challenge the Western world, which is dominating all these years. Now, the objective why I'm bringing this is that there's a lot of talk about it is a West against the East. Well, it is not, it may look perceptively that it is a West against the East. It is a West against the East, no. There has been a uneven balance between the economies of the West and the economies of the East. The economies of the East were more dependent on the West because of one factor, which was the dollar. The dollar was a universal currency. In 1971, when I think Nixon removed US dollar from the gold balance and it moved into a free currency, that you need not have enough gold reserves. You keep printing the dollar is used as a currency, reserve currency, and it is guaranteed by the United States of America. Now, in 1973, we had the first oil shock. Sheikh Yamani of Saudi, he put up the price of price of the barrel. I think it went from $1.08 to $8. I do not know the exact figure, but it's available on Google, but you can go Google that. It went up, and immediately it was called as the oil shock. Then the oil countries, producing countries, started OPEC. Now oil producing economic cooperation company, they all came together and they kept the world under their thumb. And we had two thumbs. One, the dollar, two, the oil. And they were pressing the economies. Now the economies were suffering. They were not able to grow at the pace at which they were capable of. China understood and read the signs very clearly. And they joined up with making China the manufacturing hub of the US. Now the US is the largest consumer's market. Because being the largest consumer market, is able to absorb all those goods produced in China. Most of the goods are licensed products of the US and they are manufactured hugely in China. And US companies dictate where they can be sold, at what price, and what, you may decide about that. So the whole economies was concentrated on the US dollar, that is all. And all the other Western nations, Germany, you take it, France, Norway, Sweden, everybody said, yes, the dollar protects us. NATO was there. The dollar protects us because of the US strength of its army also, and also its currency. And the other, except for China, other nations were left behind. They were lost. And with the miserable, that is what I call him, the miserable Gorbachev, for a few dollars and a prize known as the Nobel Prize of Peace, he broke Russia into pieces. The Union of Socialist Soviet Republic, it broke it into pieces. And today, because of NATO, no, I'm not blaming NATO. NATO is strong, but it is such a sad story that you end up with Gorbachev breaking up Russia into pieces for I would say, for Mammon. That is what happened when, I would say, Jesus comes into the temple and says, you're selling money in the temple of God. That is what happened. Gorbachev, he destroyed his country. He broke his country into pieces. And therefore, today, you're having the Ukraine war. Why? Because Russia as a country is being threatened. Now, is it the war is right or wrong against Ukraine? I'm not questioning that. I have no voice to say about it because each one has got his opinion on that, including Russia. But what I'm focusing is on the fact that today you are looking at a palpable, heartbeat of the West, the East, and the West trying to balance each other so that the world economies balance out and there is no threats which can threaten any nation because of the weight of a few people, a few countries. So I think we'll continue about that. I have few facts which I want, but the brief which I wanted to give you was this, and I will continue shortly, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.